Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, Can Women Wear Tzitzis and a Talit? And Daf Yomi-Chulin, Bet Amar Aleph, the Mishnah in Chulin starts off, Hakol Shocht, and everyone can do Shchita. The Gemara analyzes the word Hakol. What does it mean, Hakol, everyone? It goes into different scenarios, different categories of Hakol. One of them is Hakol Lovshin, everyone has to wear Tzitzit. And the Gemara talks, and the Rashi says to with a katan. You have to train a child where it tzitzit. And women are not included in that because women are not obligated in Zman Grama time-bound mitzvot. You'll say, okay, that's fine. You have lulav is time-bound, they don't have to do sukkah, shofar, but they can if they want. And Ashkenaz's tradition is they can even make a bracha. So why would we say tzitzis should be any different? So the fact is, according to some, you're right. Rambam says women are exempt from tzitzis. She could wear tzitzis and talit if she wants. And Rishonim say that. In the Shulchan Aruch, in Orach Chaim Yud Zayin, the Ramah says that technically a woman, she's exempt, but she could wear. However, he writes the practice for women not to wear talit or tzitzit. Why? It's considered yuhara, arrogance. When someone takes, man or female, man or woman, takes upon a certain chumrah, certain chumrah, that is sometimes called yuhara, arrogance. But when do we say astringency is arrogance? When do we say, wow, kol hakavod? Person stands for laning, we say, wow, kol hakavod. A woman goes in and takes lulav, kol hakavod. Why do we say that here? So the Ramah says there's a double stringency here. For even a man to wear tzitzis today is a stringency. Why? We don't have to wear tzitzis. Only if we're wearing a four-corner garment. Then we have to put tzitzis on. But we men are stringent to put on a four-corner garment so that way we could put a tzitzis and have the mitzvah. For a woman to go ahead and wear tzitzis is a double stringency. She goes ahead, she doesn't have to wear a garment. But she puts on the garment, a four-corner garment. Even if she has a four-corner garment, she still doesn't have to put on tzitzis. Then she goes in and puts tzitzis on. So Rama says that's a double stringency. We call that a yuhara. It's just unnecessary. Men have a lachot of yuhara in a minyan where no one wears two pairs of tefillin, and you're going to be the tzad that wears two pairs of tefillin. Not so simple, the Shulchan Aruch writes. Okay, nowadays many shtibels, they wear two pairs of tefillin. So it may not be considered anymore yuhara. But back a few years ago, you go ahead, you put on tefillin. A second pair of Tam, and no one else does it, that's arrogance. So it's not a question of men versus women. You are doing something which might be smacks of arrogance applies to anyone. You have to just know case by case. So in this specific case by tzitzis, we say that for women to wear tzitzis, the Ramah says they are considered yura, and that's why the minhag is for women not to wear tzitzis and talit. Shalom.